Hello, hello. Hope you're doing alright tonight. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. It means we're back for some more Hobs Barrow. We're back to dig up Hobs Barrow, or find out what's going on in Hobs Barrow anyway, with our character's dad and the history of the barrow. We're going to find out. We're going to continue on from where we left off last time. Last time we were trying to get some poultice so that a guy could get some milk. I think we've got to the point where we should be able to do that. But let's find out. Let's get over to Hobs Barrow live on location. Here it is. So we just got before we saved last time, we just got the poultice off Mildred Walker, and that was what the farmer asked for. So we're going to jump over to Mr. Bryden's farm and give him his poultice. That will hopefully mean that we can get some milk from this dried out old goat. It's not a very nice thing to say about Mr. Bryden, to be fair, but...
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Mother Mildred. Ooh. Ooh.
Thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
In the arse. Wait, no,
I'll give it a try.
you give it a try. I worked straight away, suddenly got no pain at all. Got no joints either.
Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
Aye, please.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
He won't be feeling like he's 20 years old after that.
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
What's it gonna do? It's gonna give him an absolute kicking just so he can get that stuff.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
We got fresh milk, which, if I remember rightly, we got to give
Thank
to
you
the
very much, Mr. Bryden.
to the person who lives at the big house. And then if we give that to them, potentially that gives us a chance to get ourselves in with the Lord, whatever his name is. I forgot. It's Lord Panswick. That's his name, right? Bucket of fresh goat's milk. That's what we wanted. So again, up to the old map. Back to the village square was where we got that, right? And it was Miss Tompkins, her name was. She was over here. She's over here.
Mutton pies!
Mutton pies! Well, mutton pie. Mutton pie. There's a bucket of milk for
I've got a pail
you.
of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
I have. It's goat's milk. I hope that's alright.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
No bother. I hope it was goat's milk they were wanting.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a problem, eh? Anyway, shall we go and go to the house like you said you would?
Road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Yeah, I would.
Very much so.
I'm guessing, right, that the Lord guy's going to be the guy we met painting.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
He's a very busy man.
Follow me, then.
Let's go. Walk this way.
Come on over. It's not much further.
It's just the other side of here, was it? A wee jump across the river. Especially when you think he was painting on that side of the river.
What time do you call this?
Just about almost 7:30, I think.
Sorry, Mum.
Just after.
Give it here then.
Give it here then! What's this? See?
What the hell is this muck?
What the hell's this book?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bait. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his teeth?
Maybe you should start trying.
Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
Sweeping. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta go and speak to this, oh wait.
Where is Lord Panswick?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
Oh, I guess we gotta go and speak to Miss Fenchurch then.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is
Bugger off.
private land.
Bugger off, you whelp.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards.
Go on then.
They're armed, you know.
Go and get them then.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
Yeah.
I can assure you
There we
the
go,
only things
see?
getting shot around here are the pheasant.
There's him.
And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick.
There we go. It's that guy
at
all
your
along.
disposal,
You're Lord Panswick?
as I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
Could have. Yeah, he could have.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman?
I don't know, mate. You tell
a
me.
predictable stagger to the grave?
Maybe. If
I
you want to
was
look at it that
imagining
way, I suppose,
someone-
but... Older?
Much older and far less handsome?
Something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear.
Strange stuff going on here. He might very well be able to.
Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to
Brings
ask
you
if
about
I
my
could
manor.
borrow some of your labourers.
Oh, for what purpose?
Digging.
I intend to excavate Hobs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation?
Absolutely.
How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute.
Yeah, they said.
Follow me, Miss Bateman.
He's fixing his chapel or something.
Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Much.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion.
What was so unique about it?
And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Forgot him.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices
Do they mean
required to
God?
maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but
That sounds
only
unlikely.
with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not,
Some sort of
my
pagan kind of
family's
thing, maybe?
fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work
I would imagine.
to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my
Will it?
ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten
But it's got a
about St.
church.
Edmunds? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once
Yeah,
again.
he's not talking about God, is he?
A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
It does.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth.
Seems like he might be a dangerous person.
Horace, my dear fellow,
Aye, your lordship.
Yeah, aye.
this fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobs Barrow. Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
They're not bothered.
Good man.
I don't know if these guys are local, though. I think these are just people that he's hired to come in, so they might not know anything
Luck,
about the
idea.
history of it.
These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
One condition.
Yes?
What is it?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings.
He wants Bakewell pudding.
I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Well, give me some money and I'll go and get you some.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
That was the woman at the church, right?
Yes.
But
Farewell.
Look, if all he's asking for is cakes, maybe if we tell her who it's for, though, she'll
Wait!
just give them to me. So what's all this?
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
A man
He
of
treats
folly.
you all right if you do what he asks.
Got ya. Can we see anything about this place? Can't really look at the chapel. We can look at their equipment.
They have some decent equipment.
I don't mean that.
They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation.
Right, come on, lads, show us your equipment. What? Alright, so let's go back to the church then. At least we can just jump back and forward to a lot of these places. There she is. Let's see if she'll give us a cake for
Good day to you,
Lord
Pet.
Panswick.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
Got any stuff for Lord Panswick at all?
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late,
Oh
Pet.
no!
I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Oh, just in the middle of the church. Hang on, yeah. I'll just put some stuff in my hands, and there magically I'll bake you a pie.
Sorry, I'm not
Pudding.
in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
How recently are we talking? Like in between batches of Bakewell puddings?
Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Alright, she might be. I mean, to be fair, it is
Aye,
possible she might have been in a better position.
he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley.
Oh, he made shoes.
The most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him.
Of course, she had no idea because she never actually went to any other cobblers. So
Love is precious, Pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
right, what about
May I ask who
who,
you
who's,
have
who are the
set
Bakewell
aside the
puddings for?
puddings
Can we?
Oh, Father Roach.
Rough.
He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Yeah, you're gonna give him the gone off Bakewell puddings.
Not at all.
No wonder he's being sick in the woods.
Besides, Pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your time.
Oh, I missed what she said there. Well, apparently she's not going to give us the Bakewell puddings, so where are we going to get them from? Maybe we can find Father Roach somewhere. And, oh no, he's gone. He's away. There's the gravedigger, look.
Hello? What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Will he tell me anything about Lord Panswick?
Not to say, except don't be sniffing around his
Don't be
lordship's
sniffing
manor.
round his lordship's manor.
You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
Well, I
I beg your
didn't,
pardon?
so...
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
There's a new cross put on that grave. Can we have a look at that?
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque, on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Albert.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
I don't know, you could take him somewhere else.
Hmm.
Can I
The
take it?
simple wooden cross bears a
Well, it's just Albert de Plancy. Oh, maybe, it's not, it's a very basic thing. Maybe she'd like, some flowers or something, or maybe something we can do or help her with her husband's grave to make it look a bit nicer.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Pet. I'm ashamed
Thank
to
you,
say
Pet.
I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a
Is there anything
colourful
nicer we could
man,
put on it?
our Albert.
Oh, he's colourful.
He deserves better. He loved his flower beds.
Oh, here we go.
He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot.
Oh, that's
May
horrible,
the
love.
Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippiastrum were the first to go.
He lost his hippiastrum.
I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
What does a hippiastrum flower look like?
Is it a hippiastrum, not hippiastrum?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers.
Tall red flowers.
Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The
Where the hell am I going to get them from?
Is there's no scent to them. That's why he loved them so much.
Oh, he liked his flower. He liked those flowers because he couldn't smell them.
See, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippiastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
So where am I going to find one of them?
What does a hippie...
Oh,
Alright, I just asked her what it looked like again. We're just getting...
Let me...
Of course.
We're just getting the same conversation
Thanks for your
again.
time.
Where are we going to find that? What about the
Won't
garden?
be with-
What about the garden on top of the church? Can we still get to that? I wonder. Where else did we see flowers? There were flowers outside the manor house as well, I noticed. Oh yeah, the only thing up here is the stuff that was there, remember? Hey Groby, I'm doing well, thanks. How are you tonight? So I think we should try Panswick Manor, because I'm sure I saw some flowers outside the door of that. Yeah, look, there's some large red flowers there.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy
Doing pretty good, good to hear it. Dong, pretty good. Well, hopefully that is too, but I don't need to know about that bit. How do I get a flower, I wonder? Let's not talk to the...
There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum.
Oh, well, now we know it's a hippiastrum then, at least.
Apologies.
Move!
Get away from me, hippiastrum!
That confirms it.
Let's see if there's a way we can distract her, maybe, so we can steal her
Good day.
hippiastrum.
Hello.
Let's not talk about that. No, let's not talk about that.
I really
I know I made a
those
joke about it,
hippiastrum
but
flowers.
don't talk about it.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me?
It's definitely
Or
not a topic
distract
of
Miss
conversation for
Fenchurch so I
Twitch
can
chat.
Take one.
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
It'd be a shame if something went wrong with them then, no?
Sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr.
Still worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The
For
milkman.
God's sake. So that's what I'm going to do, find Mr. Ambrose. But no, fair enough, Groby, don't worry about it. You don't need to tell me about that.
Aye.
Otherwise, I hope you're doing alright, though.
We were to run away together today.
Oh, she was going to run away with Mr. Ambrose.
I see.
They were going to
sick
elope.
that he stood me up.
Stood her up.
Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
Am I now going to have to go looking for a missing person? Is this going to be my
I'm sorry, Miss
goal?
Tompkins. I still haven't seen
Fair
him.
enough.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
Possibly, but we'll try.
I'm
We
sure
can maybe have a
that's
look
not
for
the
him.
case.
We can maybe
He
have a
must
look
been
for him.
delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you
I guess
found
I've
my
got to find him.
love.
She'd do anything for me if I found him.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
I don't even know where to begin
Goodbye.
looking for Mr. Ambrose.
I'd best get back to work.
Maybe somebody in town knows where he is, I suppose. Can we talk to that man? Who's this guy?
Good day.
Hello there.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph.
His name's Ralph. The way it starts is already... Yeah.
Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just visiting, mate.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the
Yeah,
milkman?
have you ever met Mr. Ambrose?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by
He's here
now.
now. Already starts pretty good. Yeah, absolutely.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
That's that road over to the right there that
Thank
we've
you.
never gone on.
I'm looking for some help with an
Are we going
excavation
to ask
tomorrow.
more people to excavate?
Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got
He's already
my
got his own job.
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra.
Ta-da! Hey, that guy seems quite friendly compared to some of the others. Alright, so let's see if we can find the milkman. Oh, looks like we got one of those flashbacks.
There we are. Your shelves are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother
shelves
for
are better.
years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path.
Well, she probably is.
She has hidden
Because she
most
does.
of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know.
I wonder if she hid anything to do
I
with
shouldn't
Hobs
worry
Barrow.
with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are
Obviously.
my memories.
Helped your parents today, you did forestry work. Nice.
Even though I
What,
was so
cutting down
young,
big
I
trees?
still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
Getting the firewood prepared, was it? Or just tidying up a bit? What am I doing here?
I think you brought this one back from a trip
I've got to tell him all
abroad.
his stories.
I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient.
What about
You
that
were
one?
incredibly excited about
I was
this
incredibly excited about that one.
I hadn't gone on an expedition
was
with
it?
you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken
It's a
pottery?
good question, that.
But it wasn't long until I understood.
What about this one?
We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury.
A mucky old barrow? Mucky old barrow.
I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face
That's
to
her
look
stories.
inside and shrieking in horror.
Why?
There's a bloody rat in there, you screamed.
So that's a. I suppose that surely is a bit of a hazard of the job, right? Not exactly. You split wood with heavy machinery we installed on the tractor. Pieces of wood were extremely heavy. Oh, so you were using like a big wood splitter
Mother
rather
was
than
so
an
angry when
axe
you
or
brought
something.
This one home, wasn't she? William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the
Yeah.
space on the mantelpiece. Once
Or
you
like a
moved
wood
it to your
chipper thing
study,
for all the
I
loose
remember
bits.
creeping in to take a peek at it. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on.
Well, that's cool. That sounds good though. Is that just to try and sort of clear
The
up
excavation of West Kennet
around the kind of
Longbarrow.
property, or are you using the
I
wood
found
for
it
something?
wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl."
Yeah, very good.
I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the
Could say it
shed,
that
I
way.
found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she
Yeah.
missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating.
It was fascinating.
I've decided that is what I want to do with my life.
Read books.
I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together
I wonder if
again,
her dad will ever feel better.
just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Oh, looks like that sequence is over. Alright, well, I think it's this road over here. Because it's the only place we've gone that we've not really been able to...
There's something ahead on the road.
Oh yeah, there's something over there. Oh, she's walking straight to it. We don't have to do anything. Where's Mr. Is Mr. Ambrose over here, is he?
My God!
The fuck? What's happened here? What the hell's going on here? There's a guy being tied up to a tree. Tied up to a signpost. With like flowers around him and all
I'm going
sorts.
to help you.
How am I gonna help him? I've got a knife, don't I?
Please Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free.
What happened to him? Why has he been tied
He
up
had
to
been so
a
tightly
bloody
bound
thing?
that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery,
Who did that?
and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act.
Who did
After
this?
some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free.
Wood
Are
splinters
you
assumed
all
strong.
right?
It earned your respect. There were wood pieces about a metre long and pretty huge. What's that, like a metre? Yeah, metre cubed. Splitter came through, but didn't let go of the wood, and the cutter actually lifted the whole thing up. Nice.
Oi,
Oi,
who were lost in
we
visions
were lost in visions of
of hell itself, the devil.
the devil himself.
I saw the devil.
You
Who
saw the
did
devil?
this to you?
There's a rat there.
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw.
Terrible sights I saw.
I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes.
Oi,
Yes.
yes.
Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love.
He was to meet her. The explanation, the cutter should actually split through it and should let go of it, but it didn't because it was stuck.
Oh,
Ah,
my
yeah, that is
darling
always
love.
a risk, yeah.
Let me take you to her.
The things might get jammed up now and again.
Here, take my hand.
Let's go and
As
bring
we
him
made
back.
the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose
You did
on
what
who
to him?
had done this to him.
He's already had enough
Insisted
done
that
to
he
him.
didn't
Come
remember
on.
anything.
Doesn't need us.
except for his
He doesn't need us
nightmarish
probing him
visions.
too.
My love.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
He was tied up to a signpost.
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Yeah, I untied him.
Let's get out of
But that
here,
is
my
it is
darling.
kind of scary when that kind of thing happens though, because then you're worried that it's not going to work properly or something dangerous might happen. I suppose.
Hang on.
Get the power off and be very careful extracting stuff from it. I guess.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
You can grow more. You lift it up like half a
Oh,
meter.
stick
How
it
heavy the
where
thing
the
is, your
sun
dad's going
don't
to get away if that
shine.
thing comes. Oh yeah,
It's
that's
our
it. If
old
that's it.
sow.
If anything bad happens with that, that's why you want to kind of, if you can, obviously, kill the power as quick as possible and then get the hell away. Or just get out of the way entirely and let the thing do what it's going to do, you know?
The cheek!
Here you are,
Yeah,
Mum.
stick your hippiastrum up your hippiastrum. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye.
I don't know what that
Thank
means,
you,
I just
lass.
thought it sounded funny.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
You may be right about that.
Good
Alright,
luck, you
so
two.
we got the hippiastrum. So I guess we go and give that to the old lady. At the church. Oh look, it looks like we found everywhere on the map now at least. Makes it a bit easier to get places. Alright, let's give this lady the hippiastrum.
I have something.
You found him.
I found them, aye.
Oh, you dear child.
If that thing comes off unexpected, you can't stop it. No, that's it. You can barely move it. So, yeah, that's it. You know, it's too much weight, and if it goes anywhere, if it swings round, if it, you know, pops out all of a sudden, it's going to be so, it'll so violently jump out potentially that it could seriously hurt somebody.
You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
That's why usually you've got like a sort of kill switch thing you can hit quickly, you know, to switch that thing off and get away.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches,
Oh yeah.
leaving his tools all around the house. The way
Left his
he'd
tools
never
about.
back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved.
He liked silence.
Peace and
But yeah, that's it.
quiet.
It's extremely dangerous. Yeah, any of that kind of equipment is or can be, you know.
He were a good man, our Albert.
Obviously, it's not just in that situation as well. It's not just you know, obviously knowing how to use the equipment is very important, but in those situations, sometimes knowing how to use the equipment can make almost no difference. You know, if the thing's got jammed and it's going to do serious damage, the only option is get the hell away. It comes off and rolls away, and you're in its path. Yeah,
Sounds like he was.
jumped away. Yeah, as far as possible.
I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Do you fear death, Pet? Let's say no.
Not at all. I dare say I won't be around to know it's happened.
But what of heaven and hell?
Life is for living, not for worrying
Yeah, don't
about
worry
what
about that. Oh
comes
yeah,
after.
very dangerous. If you know, first of all, it's really dangerous if you don't know what you're doing with this kind of equipment. You really need to know before you know. And second of all, you know, and something like that can happen obviously suddenly, and you need to be
Albert didn't fear
you need
death
to be aware
either.
of these things and quick to get away when you need to. You know.
You're both braver than I am.
It's not bravery, it's just trying to make the most of what we have in the present. One can neither live in the future nor the past.
I fear it. But my faith keeps me going.
My faith keeps me going.
I know I'll meet him again. In heaven.
Take that thought forward, Mrs. de Plancy. Remember it. One day, you will be reunited.
Thank you. Oh, those flowers look beautiful.
They
Beautiful
do.
flowers.
Albert will be smiling down on us.
You're
Pet,
peeing on
I
us
reckon
right
we
now, I
must
think.
Inside the church, you'll find some Bakewell puddings.
Oh,
in
Bakewell
there.
puddings. She's gonna let us have her Bakewell puddings.
You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
That'd be
Thank you,
nice.
Mrs.
Yeah,
de
that would be
Plancy.
very, very nice of her to give us some Bakewell puddings.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so.
She was saving them for
selfish.
herself,
Lord, forgive me.
You're nothing
not
of
for
the
the vicar at all.
I'll stay here with Albert.
That's a
bit
shameful.
longer.
That's a shameful lie.
You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. de Plancy.
All right, well, let's go in the church then. I tell you what we might do as well. We might check out that place where we found the milkman, because we didn't really get a chance to look around that area.
Here they are.
Bakewells, but I think we're gonna go and have a look at that road area where we picked up the guy, because we didn't really get a chance to do anything there other than cut him free. And there's a cat. Oh, it's the cat, not a rat. I thought it was a
These
rat.
flowers. Perhaps they had a queer effect
Oh yeah,
on Mr.
the
Ambrose's
flowers that
mind.
were in his mouth. We could do with finding out what they are, maybe. We know
Perhaps I
that.
can show them to Mildred.
Yeah, I was going to
Hooper.
say Mildred would have a pretty good idea what they are, probably. There's that cat again. He's off. Got some milk? Can we have some milk?
The milk is not salvageable.
Well, that's not so good, is it? What else can we do here? Let's have a look about town. We're still looking. What are we still needing to do? We're still needing to get the fiddle thing fixed. You all three had a mutual consideration to help each other. One person gets in danger, you stop the machinery. Yeah, absolutely. You can't take risks with that stuff. Oh, what's this? It's a horse.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
How am I going to get horsehair? How am I going to get horsehair?
She almost took my head off.
Is there
Rather
anything?
not going to.
Is there anything we can get him from inside the inn? Maybe something like some kind of food or whatever. What's happening?
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Someone's got
Don't you
sugar.
start and all.
Someone's got sugar. There's Leonard's shoulder.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Aye.
Yes, finally. I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
He's got a load of sugar. I wonder how we can get it.
Oh?
What are we telling him?
Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley. But an
Oh, yeah, that's
interesting
right. Those
turn
were
of
those were his
events
droving days. But yeah, you have to be very careful, as you say, with any machinery like that. Mother
What do you
Mildred?
know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
She wants to lock it up? What for?
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago.
Let's not talk about tabs, mate.
Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved. If
I'd
you
rather
don't
not
mind.
get involved in tabs, if that's
Careful
okay.
who you trust, Miss Bateman.
I mean, mate, you probably should have
Does
learnt
the
that
name
lesson.
Sax not mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Who's this? This is a man.
Hello there.
Yes?
My name is Thomasina.
Try to find out who this
What's
guy
yours?
is.
Ted? Ted Cross?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
See if we can get some horse here.
Aye.
Aye.
Thistlecrack is her name.
This'll crack.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her.
Your mother almost got stuck with her hand in a piece of wood shortly before the splitter got there. You know, making a scream. Personal control would stop. Oh yeah, by the point, if you get your hand caught in that thing here, I think you're in serious problems. Just kicked away her hand and she got free. Splitter was there.
Glutton would be a better
Yeah, that
name.
would have been
She
bad.
likes her treats. But it feels wrong to change it.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
He's got a performance. What's the performance? He's got a horse, and he's doing a performance.
Hello.
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace? There's nought for you here, lass.
There's some tea. There's some sugar.
Horrible man.
I can take some of his sugar cubes. Her hand hurt a bit. Did you get? Well, you know, it's better having a sore hand than yeah, exactly, Groby.
How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no.
I think you
cake
should be
left by
asking
the
how
end of
much
the
how
day.
much more tea is he going to add to his sugar cubes. To be quite honest,
Hands off me, sugar.
I
I
don't.
think this is supposed to.
I don't
be
think it's
for
your
all the
sugar, mate.
patrons, sir.
It's not your sugar.
I said hands off.
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
I got a sugar cube. Maybe we can feed the horse a sugar cube. Maybe that'll be enough to allow me to cut some of its hair. If I make friends with the horse. Horses
Here you
like
go.
sugar, right?
Eat this.
I don't know if it's the best thing to give to a horse. It probably isn't, let's be honest.
Good girl.
But, you know.
Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
Don't know, let's
I can't
try.
rip the hair from her tail with my bare hands.
Why not? Alright, well let's use a knife. Use knife with horse, careful. This user is more
managed to
lightning
cut
decision
off
without
a
thinking, but it
thin,
worked. Yeah,
lengthy
that's it.
strand.
I mean, that's the most important thing, it works, you know. Alright, so we needed to make the bow string. Was it the... I think we needed to combine this resin with that, didn't we? To make the bowstring.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
And then if we combine that with the actual bow... Would you have done the same, or would you just make a scream? I mean, you don't know what... The thing is, it's difficult to know what you would do in that situation, to be honest.
The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
You'd like to think that you would do that, but, you know, you just don't know how you'd react in the moment, you know? Where was the thing? The Devil's Toe was where we found that girl. There she is.
Look what I have for you.
Hard to say. It really is. You'd like to think that that's what you would do, but yeah, the moment you give her a kick, it was kind of a panic sort of reaction, isn't it, you know? And as long as the panicked reaction is handy and helpful, it's not so bad. Hopefully she doesn't get struck by lightning up there. She's fiddling. What's she doing? What's she doing? Why is the sky turning purple? We gotta go and find out what that flower is as well, and give the guy his stuff. What happened? I've been asleep. I've fallen asleep. The fiddle put me to sleep. I'm doing alright, thanks, yeah. I'm doing okay.
My head is spinning. What happened? Hello?
Hello?
Where did she go?
Don't know, she ran away, but she left her fiddle behind.
Left her fiddle behind.
Should probably take it before someone else fiddles with it.
I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
Don't know, hard to say. Alright, let's go and find out what that flower is. We go to Mother Mildred. Whatever her name is. Mildred Walker. Here, Mildred, what's this?
Good day.
Good day.
Do you recognise
Is
this
it?
flower?
Hellebore.
Hellebore.
Quite common, in fact.
Is it known for any special properties?
Aye. Many, depending on who you ask. Some say it can be used in curses,
Curses?
or incantations.
Maybe
They say
Lord
it has the
Panswick
power
doesn't
to
want to get rid
alter
of,
perception,
what's her name?
opening a passage to the subconscious, or another world.
Looting and drugs. What's my opinion on shooters? What do you mean, like the games? Or do you mean people shooting people? What do you mean? I like those kinds of games. I do play them from time to time on my streams and stuff like that, if that's what you mean. Counter-Strike. I would say Counter-Strike I've never really got into. GTA I don't know if I'd call GTA a shooter really. It's more of a kind of open world sort of thing.
So it causes one to
But yeah, I mean I play them from time to time, sometimes on stream as well.
You could say so. I certainly wouldn't recommend eating it.
Thank you.
Don't eat it. Do you think, because there's a lot more driving around and stuff like that in GTA. I mean, for a shooter, I would think of like Doom or, you know, Call of Duty or something like that, you know. Where GTA I'd call more of a sort of open world kind of action game. But I suppose everyone's got their own way of looking at things, you know, but let's go give him this stuff. Because I just think, when I think about sort of GTA, I think more about driving around, to be honest.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. de Plancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
3 of them. I bet he has all 3.
Amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you can. I mean, well, there are people who've played certain ways through it without having to shoot things, but yeah, I mean, you have to shoot in it, but it's not like the core of the kind of thing, is it? You know, it's definitely a big part of it, though. But yeah, I like some of them, and some of them I don't. You know.
I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick.
But no, that's fair enough. You know.
I take no pleasure in
Oh.
watching you scurry about.
It is a game where you do shoot a lot of things. That's very true.
Or do I?
I do not find this amusing in the slightest.
I am not amused.
You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Wasn't much, was it really, that we had to go through? We had to get some flowers.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire
Wait, what?
about you.
He's been watching me.
Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd, you don't give up, do you?
No, never. And it's no, never.
Though in this case, I ought to have.
Not sure, maybe like Counter-Strike is, but yeah, that's what I mean. It's a different type of.
Now then,
when you look at kind
will you
of
share
official
one of these
definitions of them, I suppose, you
tempting
know,
confections with me?
they might not officially be known as that, but do we want one of these? I think
Why
we do.
not?
Splendid. I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off.
Doesn't put me off. Off what? Eating food. Oh no, it's
You
raining.
like to
Can't eat.
live a little
Can't eat my
dangerously,
dinner.
don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the beck.
That sounds nice.
I got an achievement: romance on the moors.
We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own.
And occasionally brushing my hand.
Despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I
Sounds
had an
slightly
overwhelming
entranced there
feeling
now.
that time was being wasted. We ate those cakes down by the beck,
We ate
and
those
as he
cakes
attempted the
down by
most
the beck.
charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind.
Is it?
Father. Could he be saved from his suffering? Was the answer to be found within Hobs Barrow?
Maybe.
I ached to find out.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah, but yeah, I like Sam, and Sam I don't enjoy as much, you know.
I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings. Seemingly
Played a few on
disheartened by
stream.
my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
I'll probably be playing. I don't know when the next one I'll do is, but. Oh,
You're to
chaps,
assist
listen
Miss
up.
Bateman's excavation
Yeah, you
tomorrow.
told me that already. We told them
What
that
time,
already.
Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there.
Yeah, get up
whenever
at
you need
5.
us, miss.
Hobs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools
They'll be there
with
at
you.
least.
Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
We didn't think that they would dig with their bare hands.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Yeah, see ya.
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
All right, where are we going?
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled.
Crew
for
assembled.
tomorrow.
I guess it's time to go back
It's
to the
getting
inn.
dark and cold.
Time to go back to the inn.
Time to head back to the Plough and Furrow.
Head to bed for the next day's adventures. Village Square.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Well, evening, pal. How's it going?
Good evening, Stanley.
Oh, it's Lord Panswick.
Lordship,
Stanley, my good man.
to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
All right.
As am I, your lordship.
Ow.
An exciting time for Bewley, wouldn't
An
you
exciting
agree,
time for
Stanley?
Bewley.
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome
Sure,
antidote
okay.
to the wind's bite.
What's the story
Wouldn't you say,
here?
Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
Any chance you could pay my tab as well?
Why
Why not?
not?
Why not?
Splendid. You heard the fair lady.
I wonder what's in the four different taps there. Can't remember if you already told me your mother planned on giving your dad a desk. Yeah, you did say that you were planning on buying a chair for his desk.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses
Brother,
to
yeah.
Miss Bateman.
I was going to say your brother, yeah.
May she conquer Hobs Barrow and find all that she desires. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hooray!
You don't
I
wish
know.
to join me in a beverage?
I know, but I knew that you'd said it was your brother before, so you don't wish to join me in a beverage. I mean, we should drink it, not go in it.
Oh, you go ahead, my dear. Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
Thank you, your lordship. I needed that.
I aim to provide you
I knew
with
what you meant, though, it's
whatever
fine.
your heart desires. I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves.
If you say so, mate.
Mr. Shoulder.
Interesting interaction between those two.
Your
Already found the
lordship.
right one. He already got it. Oh, has he got it now? Is he? What did you get in the end? Who else is about here before we? Oh, there's Arthur. I remember he was acting weird last time we saw him.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here.
Paid 170 euros for a chair that usually once cost 530. Wow, that's good.
Meet me outside, in the alley.
Meet him in the alley. Okay.
He's stinking drunk, but let's hear what he has to say.
Can I just go out that way?
I don't need to use the...
He doesn't need to, she doesn't need to use the filthy lavatories. So what kind of chair was it? Doesn't want to use the filthy lavies.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologise to you.
You must apologise.
That night...
By the way, all my tools are getting soaked in this rain.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo.
There was a man in the loo. What, like, down the loo?
A hooded man.
Uh-huh.
He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about.
Alright.
It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
He doesn't know what was going on, so...
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
Oh?
Standing in the woods.
What was he on about?
I knew there was something. I waited. I concentrated. And it finally
Waited
came
and
back to me.
concentrated.
Please, you're keeping me in some
Yeah, no.
serious
Come on.
suspense
What is it you're telling me?
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Uh-huh. Oh, he's going to tell me something. Here we go. Let's hear Arthur's story. 530 usually the person bought it from paid 330.
Hurry now, Leonard.
It was on sale, sold it for 220, and your dad traded it down to 170. Paid for it, and both gave him the money back. All right, okay, so he decided on his own one. Here's Leonard's shoulder.
Not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your
So what is
returned
this?
strength.
I think they think that what he's overheard here is more important than it
It'll
is.
come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Oh, someone's blood.
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days.
So there you go. This is why Leonard's shoulder was in touch with Thomasina.
Aye.
Because they need her blood for something.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this.
We've been through this? What's going on here?
We need to ease her into the idea. She would laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Didn't want to give him a chair he might not like. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely true.
Who said we would
Better in
ask?
that situation when it's something that he's going to use all the time, or a lot of the
He told
time.
me that she needs to give
Better
it
to make sure he
willingly.
wants the one that you get.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship.
So they want Thomasina to
We've got
give
the
blood.
Perfect bit.
Perfect bait.
Wait. Who goes there?
Who goes there?
Did you hear something?
You can search for a chair if you like, if it fits you, and we'll pay for it. Well, that's good. I mean, it's good that it worked.
Ah, a moonlight
Oh shit,
priest.
here he is. Lord
After something, are
Panswick.
you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
He's back
Save
again.
your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle.
I wonder who it was in the
Don't make me ask
the
twice.
hooded clothing. Was it him, do we think?
I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the
Sir
man's
dog
brain.
urine?
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
When he's not
Come now,
had too much
come
to
now.
drink, yeah.
I shall bid thee adieu once more, but I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
But that's good. I mean, I'm glad that you managed to get him something that he wanted at least then. Thanks.
What do you think, girl? How can I make sense of all this?
Maybe the horse can talk some sense into them.
I'll be glad to be back in
So you got
London
an
with a good
unexpected
book
sunburn.
once this is all
Wasn't it
said
sunny?
and done.
It was quite sunny here earlier. Not really now, but it was quite sunny here earlier. In the sort of morning and afternoon. I was sitting working, so I didn't really get to enjoy it that much. UV burned your skin though. Well, that's it. Ultraviolet rays can obviously get there. Shall we listen to this guy's song? He's got a wee song to play. Not really that interested in the song. Oh, here we go. It's bedtime again. Might be more lightning. We might get a cat in the bed again. Guess we'll wait and see what's happening. Oh, another vision of Hobs Barrow at night. In the purple. There's that goblin again. It's completely your fault. Roman could have considered that and put sunscreen on. Sometimes though you don't think that you need to, you know?
The journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
It proves he's telling me something. I don't know if it's the truth though.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it.
So he's being bound inside.
All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight.
Okay.
I tell you, Thomasina, we're not.
So he's Sack's not then.
Botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo.
So Dad's not just a barrow digger, but it seems like maybe he's some kind of exorcist or demonologist type thing. Maybe he was going to ease her into that at some point.
As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound
Spiritualist. You weren't expecting it, to be honest. No, that's it, you know. A lot of the time you might not, especially if it doesn't look like it's like really sunny, you know. But if you're out in the sun for a long time, there is a chance.
Incantations. My father was.
Even when it's not necessarily, you know, kind of blazing sunshine.
You don't know your father, Thomasina.
Yeah, I don't think she knows her father as well as.
A child of not even 5, 6 years.
He wouldn't have told us about all that.
You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
So what we're saying is if we reverse what he did.
Blood. The truest symbol of life and
Blood.
death.
Oh, here we go then.
It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes,
but
you'll know exactly.
This is what Leonard Shoulder and Lord Panswick are wanting, isn't it?
Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
Wish I had a shirt, yeah. Yeah, it was a shirt, but yeah. But yeah. But I mean, you know, a shirt and blouse, it's the same sort of thing. Just
what has been done.
Yeah, it was a shirt I had on, but yeah, I thought it's quite a nice one. I had one on earlier, but a different one, but it was, yeah, black and red with some like white little symbols and things on it.
Father, I'm coming.
I did actually I've got one on under my jumper just now, which is it's a pink one with dinosaurs on it. I was getting a bit cold sitting here, so I kind of put my jumper on. Alright, what have we got now? We've saved.
The candle has melted. It's not much use anymore. Perhaps Mr. Kemp will replace it this evening.
I don't actually remember if he replaced it the other evenings. I like to, in the summer, I quite like having sort of short-sleeved kind of shirts, a few different ones. So I've got a few different ones. But usually I only really bother with them, and I usually probably only put them on in the summer, you know, when it's a bit warmer.
Good morning.
Mr. Shoulder left a note for you.
Thank you, Stanley.
Miss Bateman, meet me at my home as soon as you read this. There's no time to waste. Leonard. Old Len.
There were a key with it too.
A key? What's the key for? Oh, yeah, no, I've got a few. Not like a huge amount, but a few. What else have we got here? Anything interesting around?
I must make haste.
Oh no, but is there anything interesting in the bar before I leave? I guess not. Oh,
Miss Bateman,
what's happening now?
I beg you, in the name of God.
It's not perfectly fine when it comes to this topic. Maybe. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Leave this town.
Leave?
Father Roach, what is the meaning of this?
There's nought for you here, lass.
Now for you here, lass.
Clear off.
Clear off, get out.
I beg you.
Get out
Miss
me
Bateman.
town.
Father Roche, Mr. Farnaby, here to wish Miss Bateman good luck for her excavation, gentlemen.
Am I heck?
See, this guy, Cyril or whatever his name is. Was it Cyril? I can't remember.
Mr. Kemp,
It seems like maybe him and the vicar might be trying to stop us from doing this. No, don't worry about it, Groby. I'll let you know if there's anything that stands out though, if you want me to.
No less.
I wish you well with your findings, Miss Bateman. May the Lord strengthen you.
And this is why this guy didn't want people arriving on trains. People who might break the spell.
Yeah. Little children, guard yourselves from idols.
This is why he doesn't want trains arriving.
Good luck, Miss Bateman.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers, pal. Where's he off to? Do we think? That's odd. That's an odd situation. Well, I mean, I guess we're going straight to Leonard Shoulder's house. Nothing else to see here, is there? Everybody's way home. Can I not go to the map? Where was his house again? Up this way. Apparently I can't use the map right now. Yeah, maybe something's going to happen. That's the wee boy with the sword.
Douglas?
Douglas? He's away. Can we have the sword?
It's just a toy. It's no use to me.
It might not, but maybe we could take it. Assume a shirt's not what we call it. Yeah, like a shirt would be like a button, you know, with buttons. Whereas a t-shirt would be just obviously a t-shirt. Without buttons. And so a blouse is a shirt with like a shirt with buttons. Normally it's a... Normally I suppose blouses would be classed as sort of ladies' fashion, if you like, and then shirts for men, obviously. Well, men's would be shirts, but I mean everyone can have shirts. Anyone can have shirts. Anyone can have blouses too. You know, but yeah.
Mr. Shoulder!
Wait, he told us to come to his house.
Mr. Shoulder!
There's a box there.
What's this?
But yeah, a shirt's not a t-shirt, no. But it is a short-sleeved shirt, but yeah, it's got buttons. That's the main thing. We've got a small box.
Mr. Shoulder, I got
We've
your
got a small
note.
box.
Explain yourself.
What the hell?
Curses.
So he's asked us to come here, and then
It's locked.
We've got a small key in a small box, surely, right?
The key fits. Another one of these peculiar stones.
ABPA. And a body. Wait. Sure, it's basically nothing other than yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's just men's and it's just they're described as kind of men's and women's fashion items, I suppose. But it is just the same thing. Yeah, it is just the same thing.
Excavation. There's a note underneath.
My heart is his heart. My light is his light. Essentially, yeah. Where else can we go? I guess we want to go to the... I guess we want to go to Hobs Barrow now then. Where do we go there? We go... Yeah, we go this way. Basically, yeah. Pretty much. There's a rabbit there. Or Hobs Barrow was up here, wasn't it? You say you like my shirt yesterday? Yeah. I like it too.
Hello? Is it?
He's maybe already at Hobs Barrow.
He's not out.
Maybe he's already there. Is the goat still here? That demon goat. The goat's gone! Looks like it's bitten through its bonds. The goat is no longer in bondage. Wait, what? Well, we're heading off to Hobs Barrow then. AR. R. Is it a pirate? No.
Good morning, men.
Morning, lads. What's happening?
Thank you for braving the weather.
Aye, miss. Little rain is no bother.
They got it then, did they?
So, may we start?
Would you, do you have sizes like... Yeah. Yeah, we would have sizes like that, yep.
Yes, we've not a moment to waste.
For like, well, various things for tops and shirts and t-shirts and things. Underwear, I suppose, as well. Normally I would wear...
The excavation
if I want something that fits kind of closely, I'd wear a medium. If I want something else that's a bit looser, I'd get sort of a large thing. So like this top's probably a large one. Because, you know, you obviously, if you want to layer things over the top, stick that over there. But the shirt's medium.
Horace and his men learnt quickly and went about their work with care. We toiled for hours, rolling away great stones, removing mortar and masonry put in place by Father, Mr. Bryden.
Whereas for like shirts, I would usually get probably a medium size, you know? Sometimes with shirts, like with more formal shirts, you know, you would measure them by things like the sort of collar size and stuff.
I should have realised
that you want something comfortable, extra large, and large would be kind of skinny. Yeah.
But also to keep something contained within. Eventually, our careful application of pick, trowel and shovel gave way to open space.
Oh, open space?
A stagnant, cadaverous odour was let forth.
You're a stagnant, cadaverous odour. Wait, what? Oh, we're here. At last, I think 5'9" or so, you know. Not particularly tall, but not very, very small either.
The seal was broken. I couldn't believe my eyes.
I can't believe my eyes. The seal has been broken.
Work, all of you.
The seal has been broken.
Step inside, miss. We'll be right behind you.
Thank you, Horace.
Step inside, miss, and we'll bury you. I don't know, feet or inches. I don't know what it would be in centimetres.
I can't wait a moment longer.
Off the top of my head. Right, quickly lads, bury her again. Quickly lads, fill up.
Flowers? I can't get my head around this. How could they possibly grow here?
Barrow flowers.
Horace, come see this.
Are any of them going to come in, do we think? I bet you they're gone.
Horace?
I bet you they've left. I bet you they've left. Let's find out.
Chaps?
They've buried us. They've not buried us. That's not true. They've just gone.
I've been abandoned.
Yeah. I've been abandoned. So we're way back in now then, to look around. What can we do here? Got some flowers.
try as I might, these flowers
I can't dig them out though. 5 is about 179, so almost 180. Yeah, that's probably about, that would be about right, I guess. We can probably dig them out with our trowel or something, right?
Let's see if I can cut them away.
What are we going to uncover here? Okay. We've cleared some flowers.
Something has been boarded up here.
Something's boarded up. Okay,
The boards are held down by 2 large rocks.
Move the rocks then. And the other one. I don't know if standing in the middle of the boards to do it's a great idea, but
Iron stakes have been driven through the boards, holding them firmly in place. I feel uneasy about what might lie beneath, but what choice do I have?
Let's have a look around before we do that. Is there anything else worth looking at?
Fairly standard Bronze Age pottery.
Stick it in your
Smashed
pocket.
to high heaven, I'm afraid.
Stick it in your
Not
pocket.
worth making a note of.
Not even worth noting. You're 6'8". So a lot taller, yeah. What else have we got here? A lot taller than me then. What do we want to do
A burial
here?
urn, perhaps, though there's no sign of ashes. An
Right.
unremarkable find.
So what can we pop all these bolts out with? The chisel?
I can't seem to budge the stakes with this.
Can't budge the stakes with a chisel. With the trowel? Try to think of something we can lever underneath them, you know? Oh yeah, looks like the trowel's the way. Ever considered growing a beard? Sometimes. Sometimes I go through phases of thinking about it and then not thinking about it and then not doing it, and
Father.
it's the process of growing it that's frustrating, you know. The itchiness of it beyond a certain point and stuff. There's a point where you got to kind of push through it, and then you're probably all right. But nah, I've never really wanted to. Never really got to the point where I've been like, oh, I'm gonna have one. The closest I'll get is if I'm too lazy to have a shave.
Curses. Am I
She's
out
always
of
saying
paraffin?
curses. Maybe, aye. What are you going to do about it?
Thank goodness.
We're not out of paraffin yet. What's down here? Your mother doesn't know you without a beard anymore. You always had one. Yeah. I go through phases of doing something like that and then not doing something like that, but I've kind of given up on doing that now. Oh, lights out again. Lights out again.
My lantern went out. For good this time. I had no choice but to venture forth into the darkness.
Was that
With each
what?
step, the passage
Or
narrowed
turn
in
back.
every conceivable way, until I was on hand and knee, crawling through thick clumps of vegetation. The odour of that dank soil was somehow unnatural.
An unnatural odour.
I crawled for an age, until I emerged in a cavern that seemed lit
It's
by
an
the
unnatural
very
odour.
earth itself.
Alright, so what can we find in here? Oh, there's a door. Anything else? Let's see if there's anything else around. Oh, there's some panels on either side of the door as well.
This stone panel feels firmly affixed.
Okay, but there's one on the left too. Can't imagine not having a beard, but that
This
beard is like
stone
18 again.
panel seems
That's
somewhat
true. It
loose.
sometimes does. I suppose it makes you a little bit younger looking, doesn't it?
Perhaps I can chip away at
I remember
the
the friend of mine I knew, and for as long as I knew him, he'd always had a beard. And one time he shaved it off, and I swear he looked like an entirely different person. He looked like an entirely different person.
Well, the chisel broke, but what have we here?
3 holes, 3 stones.
3 niches have been carved into the stone.
So okay, hang on. We need to have a look at these notes. Something about the stones. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that still shall end this. Find the code. All eyes must face towards the seventh eye contact. That's something else. Nature's laws hold no meaning. Is that rho theta epsilon? Want to look adult or mature? How do you call it? Yeah, grown up, I guess some people would say. Rho theta epsilon. That we've got two snakes with the moon. Okay, close that. Let's have a look at these things. Where's the other stone? That'll be at the end. I'm not sure that helps. Let's have a look at that again. Is there anything... Any other symbols, maybe? Mature is a good... Yeah, I mean, mature works as a word for it too, yeah. Absolutely. Farmer journal's been abandoned. Nature's also no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. Rho theta epsilon. Find the code simply in the singularity of the characters. Okay. Let's have a look at these again. Oh, I'll tell you what, there are... Oh, look. That's interesting. Each of these has stars on them, like asterisks on them. Like the chicken has 1. The snakes have 3. And this one has 2. So I wonder if it's as simple as just putting them in that order. Chicken. Sorry, no. Put the wrong one there. I wonder if it's as simple as that. Yep, apparently so.
Click.
A click. Oh, and the other side fell off now.
Incredible.
Oh no, hang on. I bet you that's got to do with the other letters. Can I get out of this? I bet you that's got to do with the letters on these. Can we have a look at that panel? I-A-W-P-A Kaz. Yo... Oh, Ab-P-A Kaz. I-A-W Ab-P-A Kaz. I-A-W A-B-P-A-C-A-Z. There we go, that's opened it. I think. Oh, it's a purple light. Don't know if I want to go in there. Do we want to go in there? I guess we've got no choice. Oh no, I'm trapped. Alright. So what's in here? The doors have big muscular arms at either side of them. Okay. I'm trapped. Right, what have we got lying about? Anything useful?
Goodness me. There's nothing Bronze Age about this.
No? How old is it?
Roman?
Roman?
Ancient Greek?
No.
No. This is something.
Something older than both. Apparently there's a pot here.
These are all empty.
What about that one? I can have that one. There's some soil. Can I pick up the soil?
The soil feels as hard as rock, despite this damp environment.
Okay, so there's some soil. There's some more pots.
A beautifully ornate pot.
Oh. I missed whatever the next line she was going to say was there. Uh oh, we're tipping it. We're tipping it.
Sealed tight.
Sealed pots.
There's something rattling round inside.
I have to smash it. We smash it with something. Smash it with a trowel.
Some situations do call for brute force. There's something here, made of wood.
Something here made of wood. A crank.
It looks like a crank handle.
Well, that'll be useful, I'm sure. What about this pot? Anything in there?
Empty.
There's a box over there too I'm going to look at. What about these other pots?
There's nothing inside.
So neither of those have anything else inside them.
There's nothing in...
Okay, there's some water running down the wall.
Ice cold.
Some ice cold water running down the wall. And there's a box.
Try as I might, there's a small hole in the front of the box. A lock, perhaps.
It's a small hole in the front of the box, and we've got a crank handle, surely, right? Surely that's got to be what it is.
Hole. Let's see if I can turn it.
Crank it up.
My word.
What is it?
The box is full of seeds. They glow in a most unnatural manner.
Glowing seeds.
Yet I feel compelled to take some.
Yes, have some. Got some water running down the wall there. They look like coffee beans. Guessing that's not what they are. Let's see if we can get some water with this pot.
I've collected some water in the pot.
I think that's all the little bits and pieces that are around that we can do. What's all this?
No movement there.
What's the mural of?
Is holding a whip.
A whip. Okay. It's not going to be as simple as just opening the door, is it? So they've got a whip.
Curses.
I'm guessing we've got to put something in these hands.
There.
And this one's
the
got
figure is presenting
a wheat sheaf.
Like a sheaf of wheat.
Wheat sheaf. Okay. So I guess we've got to do something, right? Now, the fact that we've got this loose soil here, or I say loose soil, the soil here makes me think we've got to grow something. But it said it was rock hard. Can I dig it with the trowel?
I've broken up the soil. It's loose now.
Perfect. So then we want to put some water in the soil.
There is nothing.
Nothing there to water, so we want to put the seeds down first then.
I'm not sure what... I'm not sure...
Can you put the bloody thing away? How do I put the thing away?
No.
There, okay. Seeds. Get the seeds in the soil. We grow some kind of crop that we're supposed to give that right hand, maybe? That's my guess. A bit of water down there. And what does that do? Oh, it immediately grows something. Well, that does, to me, look like some wheat. What's this? Some vines coming down the walls as well. Or is it cracks?
Am I dreaming?
Maybe. Yeah, let's get some of that wheat away. Assuming it's like weird wheat. Magic wheat. Running through fields of magic wheat, and I'm assuming we stick that in that hand.
It fits.
Now what's all this? Roots.
These roots are strong and tight.
I wonder if we could we make a whip out of roots?
I've removed a portion of the root.
Wondered why I had no sound at all. Must have accidentally touched the button without noticing. Oh god. Moved a portion of the root. Alright, let's have a look at that. I wonder if we could just give the roots there as
onto something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is the roots would be a whip, right? Maybe we need to take them all. And then like bind them all together.
Can't see how that...
Oh, I can't take all roots.
I don't need to take more.
I don't need more roots, okay. How can I make roots into a whip? Can I use the knife further on the roots? So how am I going to make roots into a whip? Oh, I can combine the crank handle maybe into a whip handle.
It's a little crude, but I believe I've fashioned a whip.
Cross ride that whip. Or don't.
It fits.
Okay. And what does that do? That opens the door. Okay. The good thing is we're in a little room where there's not an awful lot to have to deal with in the room. Okay, we've got 2 rooms here now. We've got a substance on the ground.
A thick, greasy substance is oozing from the broken pot.
Let's collect some of
I
that.
haven't the faintest idea what it is. I don't wish to touch it.
Maybe it's just oil? Just stop. Oil, maybe? I don't know. Pick up some oil in the pot, or whatever it is. It might not be oil, I don't actually know what it is.
But... substance into the pot.
Okay. Now, what else can we do in here, though, I wonder? Is there anything else on the floor? There's a panel.
It looks like an object could be placed.
Yeah, it's like the moon.
I shan't go near it.
The goat's there! Stopping me from going in that room.
Incredible.
What is this?
I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. V-I-I... Roman numerals.
There's only 6 of those things, though. Is that... There's 6 cranks. That's got 6...
There's something in its mouth.
Oh, it's got something in its mouth.
A gold coin.
We'll have
there are
that.
no markings on heads nor tails.
So we'll have that gold coin then. What about the other busts?
There's an inscription on the base. Thartharoeth.
Thartharoeth? Okay.
I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base. Eloios.
Eloios. Eloios. No worries, Groby. What's have we got?
I can't move. There's an inscription.
What does this one say?
Sauriel.
Sauriel.
There's an inscription on the base. Thauthabaoth.
Thauthabaoth. What about this one?
There's an Ioth.
Ioth. What's this one called? We didn't get to see that.
There's an inscription. Eratheoth.
Eratheoth. Eratheoth. And what's this in the middle?
I can't. There's an inscription.
VII. So that's Roman numerals. There was a thing here, wasn't there? All eyes must face towards the 7th Archontic 7th. So VII is 7. So then all of these things have to face the number 7. Maybe? So what does this do? Okay, so that thing's facing away just now. I guess now it's facing towards it. So what one does that turn?
This crank is jammed. It won't budge.
Crank is jammed. Well, that says it's a pot. That says it's a pot of grease. So maybe we can grease the crank.
Could act as a lubricant here.
Grease up the crank. Does that work?
Voila.
It does, because it's the bottom left-hand one that we're moving with that. That should be facing towards that. Young people in your neighbourhood are stupid. You heard very noisy tyre burnouts outside. People like to do all kinds of frustrating stuff at times. Okay, there it is. Look, it's turning. So that'll be right for that one. People do like to do silly things. Which way is that facing? Was that facing this way or was that facing... Okay, now it's facing down at me, okay. So that should be straight up. That should be towards him. Straight up now, tell me. Are we gonna be killed by this? I don't know. Okay, that should be facing the right place, surely.
My God!
My
severed
God!
hand is locked
A severed
in.
hand!
Did this belong to?
I don't know. Who's missing a
The
hand?
fingers are icy cold.
Let's have it.
I've managed to pry it off.
Here's a hand, would you?
Should I keep it?
Yeah, stick it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocket for a snack later. I mean, keep it in your pocket because it might belong to somebody. Alright. Oh no, they're spinning! What happened?
Something has emerged from within the bust.
Something has emerged from within the bust. What can it be? A fragment. Noisy burnouts, oh, it's an eye! I didn't read what she said there, but I'm assuming that goes in that hole in the floor. It might not. It might be. It might go in a different one. Another gold coin. Ah, okay. But there's 2 shapes required. They've stopped already?
It looks like an object. The hand is dry.
The hand is dry and withered like beef. Oh my goodness. That's not what we like to hear, is it? Was there anything else in there? Just the busts and the cranks, okay. There was another door to the left though, wasn't there? That was the one we came in, I think. There was a door here. There's also a plinth.
Whatever was once placed here is long gone.
Okay, anything in these pots maybe? Well, there's quite a few doors.
Empty. Empty.
I'm sure that one on the right was the one we came in
Goodness
from.
me.
There's a cat there. That's that cat.
Herbert?
Herbert the cat's in here.
Herbert.
How'd you get in here?
What madness is this?
That's got something shiny in its hand.
Something is hanging here.
What is it?
A writhing mass of serpents carved from stone. On the reverse side is a thin, notched shaft.
A thin notched
Perhaps a
shaft.
key of some nature.
Maybe. Are we going to take it or are we just going to look at it? Serpent key.
The statue bears no moving parts or see.
Okay. What about this one? Do we want to talk to the cat?
Nothing of note here. What on earth are you doing down here?
What is that
you
cat
silly
doing
cat?
here?
Did you follow me? It
I don't
looks
know.
absolutely starving.
What are we going to give the cat for food? Oh, give him a severed hand. I think the cat will eat a hand, right? If it's really hungry, it'll eat a hand. So hungry I can eat an hand. Oh, he did. Look, he's eating a hand. He's eating a hand. Oh, what's happened? Oh, he spat something out.
Ghastly.
Yeah, what does it drop though? Another coin. Oh.
Another gold coin.
Hmm.
This one also has no markings.
Alright, and what are these? There's like holes in this standing
I
stone.
don't know why, but I really don't want to put my hand in there.
What is it?
There is a queer heat emanating from the stone.
Some kind of heat coming out of the stone. Okay. There was this door on the left as well we should look at probably. Okay, what's this? There's some murals.
This figure makes my skin crawl somewhat. What exactly is it? It presents a small, rounded object. The man is presenting a small, rounded object.
It has to be coins.
A remarkably accurate depiction for something that must be so ancient.
What is it?
I can't move it an inch. It's heavier than it looks. There is a thin slot set into the front of it, not unlike a piggy bank.
Surely we've got to put the coins in there then, right? I would have thought. The puzzles so far in this bit are...
I don't think anything happened.
Yeah, but clearly we're supposed to give it 2. The puzzles are not that difficult to work out, but it's more the story we're looking at, I think.
The coin went in.
Something happened. What is it?
Something stirred within the plinth. I should take a closer look down there.
Something stirred in the plinth.
Characters.
Characters.
Perhaps Greek in origin?
Yeah, absolutely Greek in origin.
They are protruding out from the plaque.
Remember there was a
Perhaps I
thing
can
about...
push them in some manner.
There was a thing about Greek letters, wasn't there? It was... Row theta, epsilon. So it's like a P shape, the kind of E thing, and the X. Simply, the code was in the singularity of the characters. Rho. Theta. Epsilon's not there. Looks like we can pop 4 things. I wonder if it's... Are we looking for symbols that they only appear once then? Instead the singularity of the symbols. Like if a symbol doesn't appear more than once. So that one's one of them. And this one. That N appears twice. That doesn't appear twice. But then there aren't any others that... Oh no, that one doesn't appear. Yeah, there we go. Singularity was the clue there. There's a fragment. Looks like the other side of that thing. Mind you saw today. Today you saw that woman in your hometown again doesn't care for a car, so we're trying to park like parallel to the curb. Squash the tire against the curb, kept going. The car with the tire in pain.
The head is adorned with a coiled serpent.
Alright, so we got 2 serpent keys now then. What's this on the wall here? There's a wheel.
Astonishing. An ancient device.
Is it? Aye.
It moves a fraction, but appears to be locked in some manner.
I wonder if those... These serpent things, do they go here maybe?
That doesn't fit there. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit.
Oh, so you found that person messing around with their stuff again. Oh, hello. That fits there.
I think I shall... Something moved in another room.
Should we go look and find out what it is? Or...
It appears this sec.
Okay. So we can move these. I'm going to put this back to where it was before. If I can. Right. Now, we moved something there. Let's see what that did. Apparently that did something in another room.
The statue is well out.
They moved.
Hmm.
No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Anything in this room? Doesn't look like anything's changed in that room. What about this room here? Okay, it doesn't look like anything's changed. Okay. So what we can do, we can pop this thing in the other side of that. Still looking for a third one, it looks like. Okay. So, those symbols, we can turn them to do something. I wonder if we need to line them up with that thing, with this.
I think I shall...
Does it only go to those positions? It can only go to those 4 positions. Okay.
The head is adorned with an Ouroboros.
An Ouroboros? So we've got 2 of these. We've got... Excuse me.
The rod is topped with the carved small
Coiled serpent.
indentations and protrusions run along the shaft.
And the Ouroboros rod. So I wonder... Did we have any notes about anything to do with this? Oh wait, we did! here, look. Ah, look. One of them's got a little dot to the left, so that would suggest right on the left-hand side. And one of them's got a star kind of to the top right-hand corner. So I guess this one, the biggest question is going to be which one goes where, you know? Let's try that. And maybe we'll put the thing... These things obviously have some bearing on this as well. Maybe that goes there. So does that do anything? Oh! Shot light there.
Me.
And now there's something coming down the... Oh, it's breaking.
What in God's name?
It's breaking open. What's in there? Look in the hole. Check out the hole.
What's this?
What's this? Very friendly, but like it's none of my business, but by coincidence saw that you squished your target against the curb. Just want to let you know. She knows she doesn't care. Well, fair enough. Just let her do damage your own car and, you know. She doesn't want any help, so... Is there anything else there? Okay, so we got a standing stone fragment, which is like that shaped thing, which I guess goes where we want, where we were. There's nothing else around, was there? Let's just check. Okay, so I guess now we stick this thing in the hole near the goat and we see what happens. Are you the keeper of the goat?
It fits.
And the goat is gone. Bang, and the goat is gone.
It's gone.
New passage is secured. Okay, so we found a new room. Bit of paper on the floor, apparently.
What have we here?
Don't know, show me.
This is my father's handwriting. A page torn from his journal?
More stuff from his journal. Yeah, sometimes it's better just not to get involved, you know. Samuel's hand was ripped clean off by an unseen force. There was so much blood. It remains to be seen if Saxnot was the perpetrator of this shocking act. He's a sturdy lad and he'll live, but he's shaken. I'm shaken. Mr. Shoulder, however, seems very keen to push on. The man's positively chipper. He's right, though. We do have a job to do. And by Jove, we will get it done.
Saxnot. Karja?
Kaja.
Sarja?
Saja.
I have no idea what it means.
Kaja Saja.
It's very heavy.
Heavy thing. We got some pots.
Empty. Empty. It's been
smashed to smithereens. There's a bust. It's missing a horn, look. Do I have anything I could use as a horn? Nope. His eyes move.
The eye seems somewhat... No movement there.
Can't do anything more. We're very friendly with her, you let her know. Well, that's the thing, you know, if she doesn't want to know, then it's not up to you to continue.
Try as I might, I can...
To continue telling her. Oh, my ear, my thing's a bit there. Is there anything else of interest here? Oh, that's soil. There's soil there. There's also a serpent's head with a niche in it.
The soil has hardened.
Look.
A small round niche has been carved into the side of this slab.
I wonder if we need those things back from the other thing. Let's dig this soil. Sometimes looking at the thing for hints is handy.
A goat has been buried here.
Our goat's been buried there.
How gruesome. A horn has broken away from the skull.
And now we got a horn.
I'll take it.
Now we've got the horn. Settle down. I'm just wondering, there was like...
find a way forward.
Oh, no use going back. Okay, so we can't go back. So we can't go and get those snake symbols or whatever. Right, so surely this horn goes on this thing's head then, right?
The horn fits perfectly, as if by design. Try as I might.
Oh, something's happened. Mouth's open. And inside is a key. A horned bust key. does that mean? Can we use it on the horn bust, or where does it go? There's that niche there. Maybe we stick it in that.
A small.
Maybe we stick it in there to get that unlock something there.
That's a peculiar idea.
Why is it a peculiar idea?
I can't see how that will help.
You're a peculiar idea.
That is well out of my. No.
Okay. There's 5 holes above the door. She even noticed that. Like, you don't care, can't help. That's it. If she doesn't want help, don't worry about it.
Out of my reach.
Yeah, but can you look at it?
I wonder if this had any relevant meaning.
No, it's just there for fun, yeah. Just there for a laugh.
No movement there.
I wonder. I can't do anything more with this. I thought maybe I could. Can stick that in the eye, you know?
Can't see how that will help me.
But why does that eye move? Is there something we can do with the eye? Can we like poke it out with a knife?
Just wedge the knife under here.
Okay.
Got it.
Just the fact that one eye was loose obviously meant we could do something with it. Well, maybe that goes in there. Yep, it does. And then we get... Remarkable. But then what? It's a recess.
A keyhole.
Keyhole. Stick the key in it.
The key fits.
Good. It's like a puzzle box. What does that do?
Sounds like a mechanism creaked somewhere far above me.
Oh, good. There's also another recess there.
There's a key. I'll take it.
And that's got a key in it as well.
This is the key I found hidden.
So where's that gonna go? Maybe that goes in the eye hole. Because we got that key from...
Is that blood?
It might be, aye.
Perhaps I can find...
And that's got a keyhole in it, yeah, so...
It fits.
What does that unlock?
Sounds like a mechanism creaked somewhere far above me.
Another mechanism creaking above me. Oh, it's lifted that. And what has lifting that done for me?
What a horrific racket.
Something noisy in there.
It is well out of reach. That dreadful sound seems to be
So what?
coming from behind the opening.
How do we what? How do we deal with that? I don't... Like you tell me, she didn't even notice that and corrects it, but she doesn't care. Well, that's it. You know, in the end of the day, as I say, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Can work.
I can almost make out a pattern, a tune of sorts.
A tune of sorts. We've got a fiddle. Okay, no, I think what we want is... Okay, can I exit? Can I do that again? I think we need to exit that and do that again. I think we have to get the order. I think we're looking at the notation there. That's what we want. We want to be on probably... I wonder if it needs me to be more than just position. Let's try this.
No, that's not it.
So that's not it, okay. Could be the other way up, I suppose. It could be... Yep, there it is. Forget that these things are upside down. Just think it's funny. Yeah, that's it. So that's all you can really think, you know. What else can you think, you know? Oh my god. This place is full of cats. That's what all the racket was. It's a load of cats. A room full of cats. It's a cat room.
It's all just.
There's cats all the way down.
Hogwash.
Hogwash. It is, look, she was right. All she has to do is say it's hogwash.
It's all in my head.
Secret magic word. Hogwash. We've got 3 doorways. Oh, my headphones are falling off. We've got 3 doorways. We've got a plaque.
The plaque is inscribed with Latin text. My father understood the language well. I'm afraid I don't. It says...
Quia 2S Luna, moon. Dux ad astra. Et audi omnia que ego locutus sum. Sequitur verba oris me ostende mihi. That's the moon. Oh my, where are we now? We got some flashbacks.
With roguish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In
This is his wee
casting out
song.
the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull.
He found a skull. He's just turned into dust. Oh, we found a page. Oh, these are different symbols
This is
now.
my father's handwriting.
My initial suspicions are proving to be true. We're not dealing with a mere folk goblin. Folk goblin? Conjured up in the minds of farmers on which to blame their failures. Saxnot may dwell here, but he is not alone. I think back to all I've studied, all I've learned. Everything points to the possibility of a much more malign influence. Something long forgotten stirs within this bleak place. Something dark, something monstrous, longs for attention. I've prepared the tablet. I'll put an end to this. Okay.
I don't understand. What is this tablet he keeps referring to?
What are the symbol? Clouds, a hand, and stars. Actual study of learn everything points to the possibility of much more malign influence. Something long forgotten stirs in this bleak place. Something dark, something monstrous. Mere folk goblin. I don't know. Let's try the right hand door. We've got another vision. I just watched a video where some guys put a GoPro inside a tire and a ride to see how a tire looks inside when driving normal speed. Drove slowly over a curb.
2,
Look brutal inside the tire. I don't think what it must look like if you squish it against the curb. Well, yeah.
1.
And as long as it doesn't burst, it's fine.
You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come.
Come, talk to me. Talk to me.
Are you ready for your first excavation?
Father.
That's the one where we have to dig up the.
Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you
Dig
might
up the
find
pot.
something special.
Can you hear me, Father? Is it really you?
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't burst, you know, it's fine. It will cause it to wear, probably, you know, more quickly.
I remember that.
But at the end of the day, it's not. That's not your problem. That's their problem. You know, as long as you're happy the way you're looking after yours, don't worry about how they're looking after theirs. You tried to be helpful.
Nothing.
As long as they're not doing any harm to you. We've got to dig up all these holes again, like we did before. I guess.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, what else? There was another hole. Oh, there, look, there it is.
Thomasina?
We don't dig with our hands, he just says. Thomasina, we don't dig with our hands. We do if we have no other option. What's that?
Oh, the wretched smell.
It's a wretched smell. You can't allow your tire to get anywhere near a curb. You've got 19-inch rims on your wheels. Instantly scratch up everything. Fair enough. Is that an animal that was buried? What is the meaning of this, Father?
Father?
Come back. Can't get in the house. It's all a dream, that's why. Okay, we got 3 more things. Fire, an ear, and a tree. Nothing new has fallen on the floor or anything here, has it? Fire, ear, tree. Fire, ear, tree. Let's go through the middle door. We've gone left and right, let's go middle. Top, middle, or bottom? Oh, here we go, look. We're in the room with her mum.
Mother?
She's not talking.
Thomasina,
Her dad's talking.
you?
Father, it is.
It's me. Big stretch. Oh. Ooh. Okay, we'll have a stretch and a wee hydrate as well. Grab this thing. It's
My
me.
dear, sweet little bird.
Wonder how close to the end of this game we are, actually.
I'm so very dreadfully hot. Please remove these covers. They suffocate me so.
There you go. And a stretch too, why not?
Father, you can talk again.
Can he really?
I've got so much to ask you. So much to tell you.
Pull down the
Please,
covers.
First, the covers.
Pull down the covers. Oh no, it's not him, he's a load of plants. It's not really your dad, he's a load of plants. Thomasina! Thomasina!
Father,
shake my roots.
your body.
Oh, my dear, clever girl.
That's why you can't get up.
You're so close now. How good it is to finally speak with you again.
But...
Don't worry. It will all be fine soon. You're close to the end, little bird.
And another one as well, yeah? I think that's enough of those, huh? There's only so much you can do with a stretch. It's not really worth it. I just stay stretching. It's a bit of a waste of your points, to be honest, Groby. Ah, there you go. It's enough stretching. I just did. I was stretching. I was stretching each time. That'll be enough. Now he said, the only thing I could think with that is he said it was nice to speak to you. Which makes me think we go through the mouth door. It's just taking me somewhere. They do, I know. I just think with a stretch, it's maybe not worth bothering so many times because you just stay stretching, you know. We've got a path. We've got a path. So what's down here? There's a wall.
My God.
What is this place? Alcatraz? Alcatraz? Alcatraz. It's got snakes for feet. It's got snakes for feet. Didn't cost you anything to grow back. That's true. It's fair enough.
This.
That's fair enough. Oh no, what is this? What is this? Soil? Gotta put my blood in the soil, haven't I?
Here, in the soil.
Dig it up. Dig that soil.
A tablet made of lead.
A
There's
lead
an
tablet?
inscription scratched into it.
What does it say?
Aliges daemonium incantamentum. With mine
Something to
blood
spell.
shall thou be bound to the earth,
Right.
and only with mine blood shall thou be freed.
So that's why, because she needs to, because he's her, because she's his daughter, that was the only way they could get the blood they needed.
Is this what Saxnot was referring to?
But should we be releasing
My
it?
father wrote this? I know what I need
Should
to
we
do.
release him is the question. stuff.
Drink full. And ascend.
Are we really just releasing a goblin into the world?
And dark within.
I think the bloodletting earlier was kind of symbolic of this, wasn't it? Here it comes. What have we found? What have we released? What have we become?
I can still scarcely believe what I saw looming
She can
over
scarcely
me in
believe
that
what she saw.
Stygian chamber.
In that Stygian chamber, aye.
How does one even attempt to describe the indescribable? The vision before me defied all logical explanation. All my efforts to do so have fallen on deaf ears, merely providing a chance to be mocked, pitied, and dismissed as mentally unsound. I dare not commit that unfathomable glimpse to paper, but it was real, Mother.
He is real.
Not an imaginary
He's real.
terror, but a demon.
The people are
God
real.
Brought to life.
Just eating snips with sour cucumber, they're good. Nice. I'm not sure what snips are, but
I turned and ran,
sounds interesting.
striving to somehow make my way out of that accursed barrow alive.
Sour
Inspirited
cucumber.
by the hope that my squalid deed had freed Father from his plight.
My squalid deed.
Speechless voices whispered to me in unknown tongues that grew louder with every step. Suddenly, there was light.
There's light. There's light. We're out. Look. It's what's his name? Saxnot. We've released him.
I saw him.
But they're relatively new, I guess. Haven't seen them, but they're good.
Your father. Ever since then, I've felt his corruption growing within me. It grew stronger and stronger as he raged against the incantation that bound him beneath the soil. I fought him with all my might.
I've just released some demon.
Bury him in the
They're
corners
good.
of
That
my
sounds
mind.
interesting.
Oh, Thomasina, how I tried, but I could deny him no longer. I became naught but an instrument. His voice became my own. I deceived you.
It's deceived me and released the devil instead, or whatever it is.
I am his now. Soon we'll all be his.
What have I released?
Hail Abraxas Rex.
He just got, like, blasted. I just got blasted as well. What happened?
Well, I say she's done it, Leonard.
Uh-oh.
Your lordship, I believe she has.
You open a glass of small cucumbers and eat it straight out of the glass. They taste like that. Fair enough. I like pickled kind of ones or whatever.
My dear Miss Bateman, there is a God about whom
A God
you know
about whom
nothing.
you know nothing.
Because men have forgotten him, we call him by his name.
Abraxas.
Welcome back, Master.
That's the word you were looking for. Yeah.
Come, Leonard. We must await him at the chapel.
Aye. Only there shall he be complete.
We've just allowed them to summon a demon. Or, well, something. I don't know what it is. I am complete. The seventh day, Vindicta. What does that mean? What are we doing here?
Ah, Miss Bateman, welcome back to Ticehurst House.
Oh, this is where her dad was.
It's been quite some time. Terrible weather this evening.
Terrible
Is
night.
it not?
Pouring my rain. It's pouring my rain, mate. What's been happening?
Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside.
We had this conversation at the
Makes
start
her
of the game.
cough, you see.
Your boss got addicted to them already, can't stop eating
kill
them.
me,
Always have
will it?
some around him. Fair enough. I've never really been a fan of, like, pickled... Like, what's pickled cucumbers? I like pickled onions. I've got a jar of them right there. But, yeah. I do like pickled onions, but... I've never been a big fan of the pickled
You mustn't be
cucumbers.
interested in me nattering
Pickles.
on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper.
Oh, time to... He's having dinner? He's eating?
You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside. You'll catch your death out here.
I already have. Cucumbers, yeah. An intensive taste. Yeah. I suppose if they're pickled, they do. I always find like regular standard cucumbers don't really seem to have that much of a flavour to me. So. Ah! The fuck just happened? That nurse's head just exploded. And that nurse exploded as well. They don't, just the pickled ones. Have I been possessed? This door opens apparently. Have I been possessed by this Abraxas thing? What's happening? What am I doing? What am I doing here? What do I need the urn for? Is this urn important? I don't really know. And sauce water's tasty. Yeah, it gives a bit of flavour. Wait. Did she just beat her father's head in with that vase? What just happened?
Ah, Mr. Kemp. Welcome.
The chapel's up and running at least.
My heart
Yeah, they're laying like a
is
kind of
his
vinegar
heart,
sort
your
of
lordship.
vinegary sort of thing.
And my light is his light. We've a full house for today's sermon. You'd best take your seat.
I just exploded two people.
My heart is his heart, your lordship.
My heart is his heart, your lordship.
And my light is his light, Mr. Long.
You have made an Eden here, your lordship. We are ever so thankful to you.
And now you can get lots
I
of people in
assure
there
you,
with the
Mr.
train
Long,
station.
This is only the beginning. Please join the others inside.
My heart is his heart.
And my light is his light, dear.
There's a
friend.
cult. They've got a cult going on in here.
How are you feeling?
Fit as a fiddle.
Is that funny, is it? Is that funny? Aye.
After you.
What's happening in here? She's gonna explode everybody inside there, maybe. It's a purple light in the church. Now's come what he said will come. What's that at the end?
And now I sit in this dismal room, day after day, year after year,
The end is here.
imprisoned and committed with seemingly little hope of redemption. You have chosen not to visit me, and I understand that.
No,
I
she's
do.
locked in. You can't watch YouTube videos without having to watch ads. Yeah,
Indeed,
it's
I've
got
had
to
but
that
one
stage at
visitor,
last.
Arthur
Yeah,
Tillett.
they've seriously
He comes to see
cut
me
down on
once
it,
or
you know.
twice a year.
And I think it's just a bit too much to be paying for the ad-free version of it.
A loyal and decent
But the
man
trouble
who
is there's so
tried
many
in
ads now
vain
on
to
YouTube
warn me of
videos.
the wicked plot concocted by Lord Panswick and Mr. Shoulder. Thankfully, Midland Railway accepted his transfer request. He and his wife were able to leave that damnable village several weeks after my excavation.
What happened there? Yeah,
It feels
they've
like
really
an
cracking
age has
down on it,
passed
you know.
since that fateful night at Ticehurst House. But finally, you have my full account. I thought I knew
I know that
my
if you
father.
get like the ad-free YouTube, you can spread it across various accounts. I think it's not just like a single account, but if you've
As
only
I
got one
look back
account,
on
it
my
maybe
childhood
isn't really
memories,
worth it, you know.
I can only conclude that it was his wish to protect me from the true nature of his endeavours. But why didn't you tell me the truth? Especially after what happened to him at Hobs Barrow. Why did you allow me to grow up idolising a man who didn't exist?
Yeah.
I did not kill father.
Apparently I did. Video isn't player isn't available when you got ad block on. When you say to ad block pause, the error from YouTube disappears, ad loads, and after the ad, the video play. Yeah, exactly. That's what they did.
It was he that guided my hand. I was enthralled to that most malevolent force. Abraxas.
Abraxas.
I beg you to understand.
But they don't.
He has had his revenge, but I know he will return. Where is he now? What more is he capable of?
Who knows? We just released a demon on the world.
I only wanted to save my father. Oh, Mother, what have I done?
What have I wrought, Mother?
Forgive me.
Forgive me. Yeah, that was the big problem, you know. It gradually started doing that until eventually it basically said, you know, you won't be able to watch anything unless you don't have this turned on. There we go. The game is over. You also already got that, yeah, ages ago. Yeah, a while back. A while back. The music is by The Machine, the Demon. It's the name of the people who made the music. But there you go, that was the Excavation of Hobs Barrow. It's done. It's complete. It actually looks like she might be finishing. I think she's just finishing stream. So I guess we're not going to go there. No point jumping in on a finished stream. We may as well see who else is about. Well, I think we'll go somewhere where I'm pretty sure. Somewhere where I'm pretty sure they won't be finishing anytime soon. We'll go for a raid over to Zombie Attack. We've been to a few times, but we'll go over to tonight. Who is playing Resident Evil 2? Let's go and see some Resident Evil 2 with Zombie Attack. Thank you very much again to everybody. I'll see you soon. Good night for now.